Club 50 Sports right back at you, and we have more sports talk. We are headed to the association. Oh man, it's getting ugly down in Miami. Not the women, of course, not the beautiful scenery like Manny has behind him. No, 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 no. We're talking about the Heat soap opera that is happening between Jimmy Butler and it seems like the entire front office organization, coaching staff, etc. He was notified that he would not be starting, and Jimmy Butler ultimately, or it was decided by team and Jimmy or what have you, that he wasn't going to show up anymore. For that reason, the Heat have suspended him indefinitely, and this seems like a trade has to be imminent at this point, Manny. So, what's your insight, man? What happens next between with Butler and the Heat?
Right now, Adam, something's got to give already with this guy. Um, it's deja vu again, like he was doing with the Minnesota Timberwolves before he went to Philadelphia for that one season. He's pouting at him. He's a pout at him, and he thinks that teams are going to pay this dude for what he did in the past, and he has something coming to him. I highly doubt it that any team is going to give him anything north of 50 million. Pat Riley, this is a message to you. I don't care if they offer you peanuts or like at least a two first round picks. Take it. Get this guy out of here. He does not want to be around no more. Um, I don't like players like him. Uh, he did great for us. I think he did great, and I'm very thankful for his services. But it's not a way that you do things in the NBA, Adam, or in any sports. Because if me and you were to go to work and we'll be pouting that we want a raise and we don't get it, Adam, me and you will be out the door the next day. They'll be like, okay, we'll find somebody else to do like that job for you, and that's reality for both of us, and it's life for the people like us. And it should be the same thing in the NBA. I'm like, if you don't want to be here, don't worry, we'll get rid of you, and we'll find a suitor. You know, but Riley, please get rid of this guy. This is nonsense. This is nonsense. Um, I would not even trade him to his preferred destination. I put him like in the Wizards or something, but he needs to be gone. I don't. It's. I'm tired of this as a Heat fan. I'm worn out. I just want to get past this, and that's it. Pat Riley, please do something, Pat. This is not good for us. What do you think, Adam?
Um, I can't say any more louder that I completely disagree. Um, when it comes to billionaires, when it comes to these oligarchs, I'm never going to side with them ever because this has gotten where it's gotten. Um, I'll tell you this right now from what we've seen from Jimmy, as a Heat fan, I've seen a guy who comes to work every day, always putting his teammates first, winning over everything, and always giving credit to those around him. So this does not get this ugly overnight. Just like you've probably had a whole bunch of conversations, or you out there who's watching, you may have conversations with your leadership, with your management. Hey, this is how you can support me better. Hey, these are some things that I'm having troubles with. These are some of my pain points. These are some of the issues that I see that we can get better so that we can be better around here. And these conversations have happened with Pat. These conversations have happened with Spo. These conversations have happened probably all the way up to Mickey Harrison. And it's gotten this ugly because the people at the top see people like you and me as expendable. And it's easy to make Jimmy look like the bad guy. Why? Because, hey, the Heat are a first class organization, right? We always do the culture, Heat culture. Hmm. Do you remember that there was a guy who was probably the greatest Heat lifer, quote unquote, until they sent them out to Chicago because they prioritized Whiteside Yeah, you remember him, Hassan Whiteside. Yeah, they prioritized that dude over Dwayne Wade, who we should have kept. Rather, we decided not to pay him 25 million. And again, we all understood that Dwayne Wade was not worth 25 million. Pay the man because he's put in the work. And I say the same thing with Jimmy Butler. First off, I understand nobody else will pay him that money because maybe he's not worth it. He should be worth it to us. He should be worth it to Pat and Mickey Harrison because he took you to 2 finals appearances with him and a bag of peanuts and some bubble gum. He's literally taken the team on his back multiple postseasons, and we all call it playoff Jimmy. And nobody in that front office gave him anything that he could work with, and it was the same old, same old. Nobody's giving him props about the jerseys that he's selling. Everybody's banging on Oyas and all sorts of things. Jimmy, Jimmy. Now the whole city turns against him. Negative. Pat Riley, shame on you guys because you constantly say that you're a top-notch, first-class organization. You guys need to start acting like it. And it's easy to blame the small guy. It's easy to blame the guy who you've been riding and throwing everything on his back and now make him look like the villain. At the end of the day, yeah, he is fed up. And he's probably giving you multiple opportunities to rectify the situation, and you've shown that you don't care. At what point does a person just say, hey, you know what? The hell with it. I don't want to be here. This is not the Jimmy that we've all known. This is the Jimmy that they've created because they don't care. Pat Riley, shame on you, Mickey Harrison. Shame on you, Spo. Shame on you. You guys might be a first-class organization, but ever since what you did to Dwayne Wade and on, you guys haven't shown yourselves to be that. Now, I'll say this in closing. Does this look good on Jimmy? No. But from what I've heard or from what I've seen, I'm sure he's given them ample opportunity. And this is the other caveat. They get to lean back on, oh, remember him in Philly, remember him in Minnesota, and they get to make him look bad. Shame on you guys for doing that. Be better and do right by your players because you guys haven't given this guy anything to work with. All you've done is put the whole city on his back. Be better, guys.
Adam, you have a point, Adam, in what Pat Riley has done in the past to these stars. But what I am saying, Adam, is this, Adam. If you're not going to sign someone, get rid of them. Trade them. If your priority, if you're telling me I'm gonna keep Jimmy, we're gonna give him a contract extension, I'm all up for it. Come on and say, yeah, you know what, we're gonna give Butler his money. And I don't care. And as a Heat fan, okay, I'm gonna welcome him with open arms. But Pat Riley sent a message a long time ago. They're not going to resign him. They're not going to. I bet my life, and I've told you this throughout the summer. They're not going to give this man his money. They're not. But you know what? You know what, Jamie? Put here the list of teams that you might like to be traded to, and we're gonna accommodate you. I'd rather that he do that for him rather than write him along and write him along. Like that he were thinking that they were gonna write him this season. Like, hey, no big deal. We got him for one more season.
Correct.
It
Again,
work like that.
the,
It doesn't work
the,
like that.
the thing is that the Heat, again, first class organization, so they say, but
Right.
you have to look at the way that LeBron left Pat Riley hanging. It's been an issue with Pat Riley for a very long time. LeBron James, it wasn't just because he wanted to go back to Cleveland, the reason why he left Miami. Because I'll tell you this, if he felt like this organization was doing right by him, he would have stayed. If he knew that this organization, he left Pat Riley in Vegas looking like a fool. Why? Because he didn't feel the appreciation that he wanted to feel here from Pat Riley. And it's always been Pat Riley's way or the highway. And
Correct. He's
the
very
fact
polite
and the
person.
fact of the matter is that the players are the ones who are generating this revenue. So now players are trying to retake control. It's the same thing that they did in college football with the NIL and the transfer portal. They understand who's generating the revenue, And players are now trying to say, hey, you know what? Yes, you cut the checks, but we fill the seats. And like I said, at this point, Jimmy, I get it. You know what? You signed a contract. You said that you were going to play up until a certain point. So this doesn't look good on him either. But at the same time, don't talk Heat family and Heat culture either, because that's nonsense if you're not going to treat your players the way that they should be treated. So, like I said, that's my take on it. And I know that Jimmy's going to come out looking like the big bad wolf and all sorts of stuff. But from what I saw before this saga, that's not what I saw from Jimmy. I saw a team player. I saw a guy who was organization first, and I just feel like at this point he doesn't feel like he's being treated or being reciprocated and given the type of respect that he's given the Heat. So,
All right, guys, let us know what you think. Should What should Pat Riley do next for Jimmy? Let us know.
they got to trade him. They got to trade him.
Yes, guys, let us know, please. Let us know. And Club 54 will be right back.